Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to take a look at the Blurb module. Blurb modules are great because you can have an image, you can have an icon, you've got a nice title area and a content area. And of course, you can link the module to anything you want to link it to. So let's get started. I've got my visual builder enabled already. So let's just go down. I'll create a new row. I'll have two columns in there. And here's our Blurb module right here. Just left click. And as you can see, it inserts one in there for you. Okay, obviously, first thing we're looking at here is the content tab with the text. You can change your title or put a new title in, whatever you want to put in your title area there. And the same with our content here. This is just a regular WordPress text type box, so you can add media if you want to. You can link things, just like any other WordPress box. Now just down below you'll find image and icon, where you can choose to use an icon, which we've used in this one and this one, or use an image like we've used in that first one there. Let's go for an image on this first one. And I'll put in any old image. And as you can see, it sort of puts it top, front and center right there, which is great. Now if we move down to the link is common on most modules, if not all of them, and you can link the whole module to anywhere you want. So we could have our title linked to the home page. Let's just copy the link address here. And because the home page is on the same site, you want it to open in a new window. And you can link the module itself to somewhere completely different, like a YouTube video or something. Let's get a quick URL here. And the module itself, which is the whole thing. Put in a YouTube video there, and because YouTube is on a different site, I'm going to flip this to a new tab. So when they click on it, it'll open a YouTube video to a new tab, and the title will take them to the home page. Okay, moving on down, background is the background of the whole module itself. You can choose a color, a gradient, an image, or a video. Take a look at our background videos if you're not sure about those, and we explain everything there. That'll be in the playlist below this video. So you can open the color palette and just put in a background color of your choosing. Now an admin label, if we save that, you won't see anything on the front end here, but when we've got a lot of modules on a page, sometimes you need to edit in wireframe mode, and the admin label will just let you identify that you're editing the correct block. Now wireframe mode's great sometimes, especially if you've got a lot of content on the page. Sometimes it's an easier way of moving things around too. But when you put your admin label in, it gives your block an identity. Those are all generic blurb, so you can't tell which one's which. This one's got our new title, so you know which one it is. And again, that's common to all modules. Okay, so let's go back in here. And let's start on our design tab now. We've got to the bottom of our content tab. Now the image and icon. For images, I like to leave it on the top. You can put it on the left, but really that's more useful for an icon because it makes the image a little too small. You can adjust it later on, but really I'd use that for an icon, but that's entirely up to you. So we'll put that back on the top there. You can round the corners on your image. I've got no wish to do that at the moment. If you've got this checked, it'll do all four at once for you. You can give the image a border if you want to. Give it a couple pixels, a little blue border there, a little blue border around it. And you can make the border solid, dashed, dotted, doubled, all the default HTML styles that you usually get with websites. If you want to, you can give the image a bit of box shadow. There you see it's got a bit of box shadow under it there, lifting it off of the card a little bit. And you can adjust your box shadow positioning and colors just below. Now you can also create some fantastic effects with the filter effects down below here. I don't know if you can see what's going on there, but that's a hue. Saturation will bring the color levels way up or down to black and white. Have a look at our filters video if you want to learn more about image filters. And again, you'll find that in the playlist just below this video. Okay, let's move on down. Here's our text. Now the first one, just text, is for all of it, the title and the content. So you can make it all central here. You can make it light in color if you wish. I'll leave mine on dark there. I don't wish to add any text shadow. For smaller text like that, to me it kind of makes it look blurry. But then you can edit your title and your body text separately, just underneath here with the title text. Let's make it semi-bold, capitalize it. You've got all kind of decorations you can do there. You've got italic, capitals, upper and lower capitals, underline and line through. And of course you've got separate alignment, so you can align this differently from the body if you wish. And of course you've got a text color and a text size. Letter spacing obviously is the space between the letters. You can take that up and down if you want to. Line height itself is the space above and below the actual lettering, or actually if you were to hit return, how far below the next line would happen. So you can take this up, as you can see the content's going down there, or take it down, however you want to do it. And again, you've got text shadow option. Body text is much the same. You can change the font, and Divi comes with a couple of hundred or a few hundred different fonts there, so you're never stuck for an interesting font with Divi. I'm going to leave mine on default. And let's make this semi-bold too. And it's fine in the middle there. Let's just make it black in color. Great. And again, you've got text size, letter spacing, and line height. Okay, if we go to sizing next, you can choose how wide your actual image is. At the moment it's 100%. If you want it to just be in the middle as a feature like that, just bring this back to where you want it. Now the content width is the width of our content here. You can take that down, and that does include the image, as you can see, or up. If you play with it and don't like what you see, just simply select it and delete it. It'll go back to the default for you. Now the width itself, at the moment it's taking up the full width of our column that we've got here. We've got two columns. It's taking up all the available space there. If you want to make it smaller, you can do so by pulling this down. And if you want it in the middle or the right of your column, put it in the middle. Put it to the right, put it to the left. But for me, I want this 100%. And you can do the same with the height as well. Drag the height to where you want it, and that'll stay common on all devices. But again, I'm happy for it to auto adjust. Now spacing wise, margins, we've learned about margins and padding in a different video. We'll just do a brief example here. If you want to learn more, have a look at that video. Padding, we can put padding all around by simply putting a value in. You don't have to put the pix in, it'll put it there for you. You've got top and bottom, and you've got left and right there. And of course you can do them all individually as well. Let's just put a little bit on the bottom there. Let's uncheck the chain so we don't do both of them. And let's give it 30 pixels on the bottom. There we go. Border, you can give the whole thing a border if you wish. Now with borders, that one will put a border on all sides, just the top, just the right, just the bottom, just the left. Adjust it to the thickness that you want there. And then put in the color that you want there. And again, you've got the HTML stars for borders there. Now I don't want to do anything else. We can put a bit of box shadow on there just to lift it off the page if we want to. And you can play with your box shadow below. That's pretty much it. We've done filters, transforms and animations in separate videos, so please take a look at those if you're not sure what they do. So we're pretty much done with our little Blurb module there, and that's a nice little thing to have on your site. But if I copy this over, hit the little clone button to duplicate it, grab this and put it in a different one. If we go back into this one, we can use an icon this time. So if we go down to image and icon, let's move this out of the way so you can see. And I'm going to flip this to use icon. And simply go down, you've got all these nice elegant themes icons to choose from. Put one in there. Again, you can use the same links. I'm not going to go over that again. But let's go to our design this time and just design our image and icon. Let's make our icon blue. We won't circle it at the moment, we will do it in a different one. Again, you can place it top or left. We'll do left in a moment. But all I want to do is just add a bit of padding to the top of this one. So let's go down to spacing. And let's add 30 to the top also. I can just hit that chain, it should do it for us. There we go. So that's using an icon, and obviously you can make these link and hover to anything you want to. So let's just duplicate this now, and we can put our icon on the left and left align everything if we need to. So let's go into here. We'll go into our design, image and icon. This time let's move that to left. As you can see, it's put it on the left hand side there. Made it quite small. Let's circle our icon. Make the circle color blue, and let's make the icon color itself white. You can have a border on there too if you want to. Show border. Let's have a white border. As you can see, it's got a white border around there. And we can make it bigger or smaller by using icon font size. Bring it up, or bring it down to wherever you want it. Something like that will work fine. Great. Now let's align our text to the left. And we want to align our title to the left too, title text. There we go, something like that. Let's just give it a bit of padding either side. So we go down to spacing, left and right, let's give it 20 pixels. Got the chain so it'll do both sides. And there you go, there's an example with the icon on the left hand side. Let's save this, save our draft, or publish if you're ready, and exit the Visual Builder. Go down, and here's our little blurb modules. And remember, we've got the module linking to, I think it's a YouTube video. Yep, it's opened in a new tab. There's the YouTube video. And we've got the title itself just linking to the home page, which should open in the same tab. There we go. And it'll do the same for these because we didn't change those links. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and WebDesignAndTechTips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.